Whoa! Representative Tim Burchett just said Congress was compromised on the UFO issue. This is huge. Get in here. This is Cosmic Road, where I discuss UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like, please subscribe, share on social media, and as I'm going through the story, please comment below and let me know what you think. Also, please consider supporting the channel by becoming a channel member or hitting or throwing a tip in the tip jar with the super thanks feature below. Okay, let's get into it. There are certain Congress people that are really pushing for the UFO issue, but Representative Tim Burchett is one of the most outspoken and one of the most persistent people on the issue. Apparently one of the frankest people I've seen talk about this. And he suggests that Congress is complicit or compromised in some fashion on the UFO issue. Even people like Marco Rubio, who are outwardly advocates of UFO disclosure. This is very alarming and very concerning. Without further ado, let's just go to that interview where he's making these accusations.
I don't think we're going to see anything until you see a shift in Congress, and I'm not seeing that at all. The community has got, they'd say, well, this senator is going to do this. I need to get with this senator, and then I attempt to get with the senators, and then they set up a meeting and then they cancel it. Yeah. So it's either clearly they've been talked to not to talk to me, or they've been told to back off. And I think too many members of Congress are compromised in some fashion, and I don't know exactly how they compromise them or what they're told, but I suspect it happens quite a bit.
I mean, what do you think about people like Marco Rubio or Gillibrand, the people that are supposedly meant to be pushing for this? Do you think that they're doing it for the right reasons, or are they compromised?
Yeah, I'd have to say that on the front end they are, but I've also I was supposed to have a meeting with Rubio and then they canceled it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what to make of that.
Was that a meeting with the UFO subject in mind?
Absolutely, 100%. And they knew that's what the meeting was about.
What in the world is going on? We've got, people like Marco Rubio who are really pushing for UFO disclosure, and evolving the government's understanding of and dealing with the phenomenon. So why would somebody like Marco Rubio, who's pushing for that, actually be canceling meetings with Tim Burchett? I keep on saying Burchett. Why would Marco Rubio be canceling meetings with Burchett about the UFO issue? What specifically did Burchett want to talk to Marco about that Marco would shy away from? Or maybe it wasn't Marco's decision really. Maybe he was being pressured by someone else. Could that someone else be the interior government, to use the phrase of the book, The Voyagers? The shadow government who is really responsible for dealing with the UFO issue, all the Area 51 stuff and all that kind of stuff. The book The Voyagers refers to that as the interior government, which is a phrase I like. Whether the information in The Voyagers is correct or not, that phrase appeals to me. It feels somehow better than the breakaway civilization, which is a pretty sci-fi and out there concept. Not to say that it's not true. Sometimes I like the breakaway group. I think that's also very appropriate, or a rogue group. But interior government gets the point across pretty nicely. Although I do think this has some global implications, and whatever interior government is involved isn't necessarily simply restricted to the U.S. But that aside, what the heck is going on in Congress, where you have people like Rubio and Gillibrand pushing the UFO topic forward, actually bringing into being government programs to look into the phenomenon. but at the same time refusing to take meetings with Burchett, and even prompting him to go public, accusing them of being compromised. That is huge. Congresspeople don't go against other congresspeople, especially in the same party, accusing them of being compromised unless they are really ticked off about something or really disturbed and alarmed about something. So something is really, really bothering Burchett, and he thinks something is really up with that. I have a hard time believing that Marco Rubio would be pushing for UFO disclosure and pushing the government's programs forward while at the same time wanting to hide it. So to me, it makes sense that somebody got to him, that he is being pressured or persuaded by somebody. He was pushing too hard and somebody came down on him. That's what makes sense to me. If you have a different theory, let me know in the comments section. I'm open to all theories, but it is really interesting. And by the way, there's nothing partisan about this. I made a video yesterday praising Harry Reid. Nothing partisan about this at all. That's one of the great things about this issue, is that it is bipartisan. It transcends all of that. It unites all of us. So, but yeah, it is just fascinating, but also very disturbing to wonder what exactly is going on in Congress. Has the interior government reared its ugly head and exerting pressure on people like Marco Rubio to maybe not push as hard and to look as deeply as he had been? That's, my impression. But it's early days yet. We don't really have any information except the misgivings of Tim Burchett. And again, for him to make public accusations of other congresspeople being compromised is pretty serious, I think. From what I've seen, that's not a normal occurrence in Congress, especially in the same party. So something really is unsettling him. And since he is one of the frankest people within the government talking about this issue, I take his words pretty seriously. So anyway, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. The other option, I guess, would be that the people that Lou Elizondo and others have referred to, the people that want to call all UFO stuff demonic, that they see it as a religious thing and they don't think people should be messing with it. Could they have gotten to Rubio? Because I could see how he could be a very religious person. But that's speculative, and even if he wasn't religious, that's not to say he couldn't be influenced by these very senior people within the government. But, again, all speculation. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. Smash the subscribe button and the bell to be notified of future videos. Drop a comment below. Share this video on social media. That'd be awesome. And become a channel member to support the channel and help me make the best possible videos, the best videos I know how. There's 2 tiers available to get exclusive access and also exclusive videos. And you can even leave a tip in the tip jar with the super thanks feature below. Until next time, this is Jack with Cosmic Road signing out.